Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Good morning YouTube. My name is Alex Vang and today is Friday, November 8th, 2024. And this is my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to make a video for a while now, wanting to introduce myself, and everyone, I thank you for watching my videos and all my YouTube shorts. Guys, this is me. I want to be more intentional next year in my videos and just talking to you guys and see what type of videos I should put out. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers right now, but I tell you what, one thing I am interested in is growing this base here to see what people like you want to watch, what type of content you want to see coming from me, and eventually hold a couple giveaways and you know, for the purpose of sharing the baits and sharing the things that I've grown to love myself. It's been a journey in this season of fishing, and this video particularly, I just wanted to talk about that journey. I wanted to share maybe some of my highlights and lowlights with everyone being a new angler, and show you guys some clips that I want to share that I don't have right now on YouTube, on the channel. So enjoy these clips and I hope you guys like them. I'll give some commentary as well, and I look forward to all the wonderful things to come. So the year started out pretty strong. I want to say I caught, you know, multiple 3-pounders in the spring. I went out a lot. I went out with my wife. I went out with my friends. We started pretty early in Minnesota. There's protection on smallmouth and largemouth bass until May. So we started fishing in Wisconsin early. This clip is from a local lake in Minnesota close by. And this is probably a nice 3-pounder. Now, I didn't have a scale to weigh it, but I was just throwing a chatterbait into some structure near a little log by some docks. This is at a neighborhood pond, and we were fishing, super windy day, probably super light tackle. This is, you know, a tiny little lake with tiny little fish, but I mean, it was really the spring bite that got me hooked this year, guys. And I'll tell you a little bit more about myself is, even though I started fishing in 2020, bass fishing that is, I wasn't consistent in the years past. You know, I'd go out with my friends and we'd fish, and I'd throw a swim jig and maybe some easier baits to handle, but I wasn't really involved into this hobby like I was this year. And I think it's that spring bite that really got me hooked. So this was a fun little bite, and this was a nice time on a windy day. We also went up to Mille Lacs a few times this year, 2 times, and it was a great time. I'd never caught smallies like this before. I'd never experienced a lake this big. This is a 4-pounder that I caught. And in the summertime, I just got on some more bass. Got on some more bass on the kayak. I went out and got a membership with a company called Rent Fun LLC. They have a few kayak lockers in the Twin Cities, and I got a yearly membership for $99 a year. And I went out multiple times a week. I remember going out and using the kayak sometimes 2 times for 2 hours in the same day. So you can see in these clips, guys, that I lost the fish. I lost a ton of fish this year, but it was really losing fish that taught me a lot about how to fish, how to set the hook properly, how to be patient and wait until the fish takes the bait. So yeah, I lost a lot of fish, but I also learned a lot. And as you can see, it was just gorgeous this year. This summer was beautiful, you know, nice and cool in the afternoons and evenings, and the fish were biting, guys. I caught numbers this year. That's undeniable. And along with catching numbers, guys, I just had a fun time. You know, I spent more time this year than other years preparing, doing my research, learning about different lures, learning about different techniques. I actually got new gear, new rods, new reels, and it was just a good time to go out and fish, especially when you prepare beforehand. So this is a 4-pounder I caught at this lake just close by my home, and I had a good time on the kayak. You know, it was a fairly inexpensive investment, and it got me out on the water. Moving into the summer months, It's, you know, fishing started getting a little bit more difficult, especially when in the late summer when it starts to cool down again. But this was a fun time out on a lake. We went to a retreat, a church retreat, and this lake we just got on a really good swim jig bite. So, you know, just finding those patterns in different bodies of water and different fisheries, that's what really got me excited for the opportunity to fish. And I caught, you know, bass, I caught pike. As you can see here, I caught a lot of pike, guys. We spent a lot of time out this year catching pike. And I wasn't targeting them, but that's what happens. That's the name of the game, right? You know, targeting bass, but catching pike. And it was still fun. You know, I still had a great time. I still had a good time out catching pike, even though I wasn't trying to. And the fall was especially hard. It was much different than the spring. I couldn't get on any big fish really in the early fall and the turnover, but it was still a good time to go out and fish. So yeah, it wasn't really until later in the fall, late October, November, that I started catching big fish in the fall. So this is actually, you know, it was my personal best at the time, you know, 5 pounds. So actually, no, I think that is my personal best, which is 5 pounds. So, you know, it was a really exciting time. I'd never caught a 5-pounder before. Last year, my personal best was 4 1/4 pounds, and that was also in the fall. So this was super exciting for me, guys. This was off of a white chatterbait at a local lake, just about 30 minutes from the Twin Cities. So yeah, I mean, fall fishing was tough and it was hard to find a pattern, but when we keyed in on that pattern, there were some big fish there. So this was also a big year for me in regards to swim baits. I got really into glide baits and soft swim baits this year, talking 6 inches plus. And this was the first year that I ever caught a fish on the Citizen 6-inch swim bait. So I've had Citizens for a while now. I never caught on them. And to be honest, I didn't think I could catch on them because the bait is so big. But this next video you'll see, just ticking bottom, and I hook up into, I mean, it's a high 3, but it's into a fish that swallows the Citizen. And it was the most fun I've had in a long time. So I think one thing I really want to do with my channel is focus on different types of techniques, different types of lures, and swim baits is definitely going to be a part of it, guys. If you're watching this channel and you yourself are a swim bait fisherman, I encourage you to stick around because there's some great things coming next year. You know, we're about to hit wintertime here in Minnesota, but we're going to get on that swim bait bite again soon once the spring rolls around, and we're going to do this thing, guys. So thank you for watching this video. I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. This was a fun one for me to make. And again, guys, give me some video ideas. Shoot me some messages in the comments. Let me know what you think of my videos. I am looking to do a few giveaways and see what we can do to, you know, increase the subscriber count and keep this content going. So once again, Alex Vang here. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.